Hey, welcome to your daily dose of awesome. We are talking about how to get out of motion and into action. My name is Paulina, and thanks for being here for our 15 minutes of motivation, inspiration, and education. When you are coming in, let me know where you're coming in from and say, hey, let me know if you're on live or replay. And if you're on replay, hashtag replay, and I will get back to you some later time after the live. Okay, so motion versus action. Before I start, I have a little story to go along with it. Okay, and the story is just about sharpening your axe. So the story goes, there's two guys in the woods chopping down trees. Okay, and it's going to be a competition. The competition is, one is a young gentleman who's going to be chopping down the trees, young, handsome, very strong, and the other one is older and much wiser. Competition is who can chop down the most trees, and the young one is working really hard and just chopping away. Like, his strategy is, I am just going to chop, 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 chop. Okay, and the older one even takes breaks and takes a lunch hour, comes by and sees how the young one is doing, and on the end, the older one wins. And the younger one asks him, how come? And the gentleman says, because you got to sharpen your axe. Okay, so this story, how does it portray here? So you win by sharpening your axe. So what are some axe effective sharpening skills for us here as internet marketers and online marketers? Come on in, chime in. I'm gonna say hi to people. Hello, hi Anne-Marie, thanks for watching. Wesley, thanks for watching. Davis, hey. Cherie, thanks for being on. Hi, Fran. All right, so some sharpening axe activities that we can do to prepare for our business. So what are some of those? Such as watching training videos, having our content, writing out our content, and learning. Those are all things that help us sharpen our axe. Learning different things, watching DDOAs. Hey, Sarah. Those are all sharpening axe activities. Okay? So, however, it's easy to get into the rut of just motion, right? So here we're talking about like motion versus action. Sharpening your axe is a motion, like a preparational thing for you to go out and chop the wood. And it's funny because I've never chopped wood in my life, so I don't know. But I did throw an axe once, and it actually stuck, so I'm pretty sure go out and chop wood. Hey Ron, hey Paul, thanks for being on. All right, going back to sharpening your axe. So from reading the book that I've been reading, because all of the stuff that I'm taking from is from Atomic Habits. It's a really good book. I've talked about it on my last week live, and then kind of continuing it here. So in Atomic Habits, it says that you get, like, psychologically, you get the same high if you are sitting down and sharpening your axe as you would if you're out there chopping the wood. Exact same high. And that tends to happen here. Who can relate that in your business? You're, doing stuff, writing down different ideas, or just writing out content, writing out your lives, or watching videos, taking a lot of notes. And it feels like we are taking a lot of action in our business. And, but really, action eats motion for breakfast, right? And if you just take that simple analogy of chopping down that wood or sharpening your axe, like, if you're going to be able to just do one, which one would you do? For example, if you had to actually have the wood for winter to survive, you would still go out and chop, even if your axe wouldn't be sharp. So bringing it back to our business, same concepts. Yes, preparing is super important, but if you don't take the actions, then it really doesn't matter. You know, if I sharpen my axe but I don't go out and chop the wood, I'm not going to have a good winter. I'm going to be very, very cold. And in Chicago, it's cold. Okay, so Cherie is saying axe sharp activities, watching DDOAs, reading blogs and books. Exactly. Great. Hey, Katrin, thank you for being on. Cool. So that brings me to my next point of what are some easy ways to get into action. Okay, so you know, for those of you here who are awesome at taking actions, do chime in, let us know what are some easy ways for you to get into actions, and maybe what are some things that is stopping you from getting into actions. So another little story that I have here is about Victor Hugo. I also took this from the book. So Victor Hugo is an author, and he wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame. That is a 900-page book that I have not read, but it's 900 pages. So he had 9 months to write it. That was the contract. And Victor Hugo partied hard, and he was out all the time. 6 months into that contract, his publicist called him, and he did not have anything written down. All right, he had to do 900 pages in 4 months. So what did he do? What he did is he actually took all of his party clothes and locked them away. So he had no party clothes, and he actually sat in this shawl until he finished with that book. And he was able to actually finish that book 2 weeks early before it was due. Okay, so that was an extreme thing that he did. So what are the lessons that you learn from people who do that? Or what a lesson that we can take away from Victor Hugo? Hey, Shayla, thanks for being on. So we need a commitment device. That's an important thing, a commitment device, okay? Basically, what we do is we make good habits easy and bad habits hard. Simple. Good habits easy, bad habits hard. And put a system. So what does that mean? Let's see. Who has some habits here that they're struggling with? Or some things that lock up my party clothes? Yeah. So for example, doing Facebook Lives seems to be like an ongoing thing for people that is hard. You know, if you're not doing them, it's really hard to get. For some, it is really hard to get in the habit of doing them. So what you can put a system in place to make it easy for you, because it's a good habit, and to make it easy. For example, you can keep your setup. So if I have my, which today you can see, the ring lights and my glasses. I have my ring light. You know, don't take that down. Leave the ring light up. You know, if you have a stand or a place where you do your Facebook Lives, like, don't take it down. Make it super easy for you to just be able to walk in that space and do your Facebook Live. Let's see what I have another here. Oh, creating content. Yeah, for some, it's like on the fly. I can't do my Facebook Live today because I haven't created content, or I don't know what I'm going to do it about. So planning, let's say on a Sunday, and creating content for the week for your lives, it's making it easy for you. Then when it's time to show up and do the live, you just do it. Okay. Cindy's saying, I have a motto: plan the work and work the plan every day. I love it. I love it. All right, another one thing that we also can, I have a little paper here with pointers. Second point I wanted to make is he talks about implementation intentions. So when you are going to be, hey Josh, good to see you on. So implementation intentions is have a date, a time, and place, and a person when it comes to committing to an action. So know specifically it's a date, and know specifically the time. And you know, here it says a place, if your place is at home, or maybe it's during your lunch hour. And then also a person that you commit to. You know, you let them know, like, this is my plan. I plan on doing 3 Facebook Lives this week, and here is when I'm going to do them, and let them know and have them keep you accountable. DMO, yes, creating contact as a plan. Contact. All right, cool, awesome. Hope this is helpful for you guys. Let's recap, okay? Sharpening the axe is important. Sharpening the axe is emotion. Action is chopping on the wood. You know, you definitely need to relate that to your business. So go ahead and sit down, take some clarity on what are some sharpening axe motions in your business that you can do, and then what are some of the chopping the wood, the meaty stuff that you need to for your business to survive, for you to do. Write those lists down. Go ahead and write down good. Take one. Let's make this super fun and simple. Let's take one good habit, and one thing you're going to do to make that habit easy for yourself, and identify one bad habit and one thing that you will do to make that habit hard. It's locking your party clothes in the closet. That's what you got to do. Awesome, Katrin. Great that your son is your accountability. And yeah, we're doing this business for, you know, our family, our children, our parents. So they are definitely an accountability. But speaking it out loud and then committing to somebody is can also be really helpful. Hey, Chuck. Good to have you here. Hey, Paula. Thanks for watching in from Alberta. So that is some pointers and some action plan. Take one good habit, make it super easy, and then take one bad one and make it hard. Go ahead and share that in here. I would love to see what you guys come up with. And that's it. This is it, guys. Thanks for hopping on live with me today on a Monday. Really appreciate you here. Make it a great week. Take care.